Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Monday, July 5th version of Flying Lessons for Team Phoenix Rising. I am Vicki Patterson, and I am so thrilled to introduce our flying coach for today, Lorraine Eldridge. Lorraine has been a student mentor and presenter of wealth and wellness for decades. She enjoys working with people to help them fulfill their potential, and her excitement and dedication is inspiring. And without further ado, Miss Lorraine.
Thank you, Miss Vicki. I hope everybody's enjoying summer. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here. And let me just get a sound check that you can hear me and you can see my screen. And the recording is on, so we'll be able to share this with everybody, and that's good because we have some exciting announcements tonight. Welcome everybody to the Phoenix Rising Team Flying Lessons for July 5th. I hope everyone had a wonderful 4th. We had nice weather here anyway, and I know there was lots of fun going on. Every Monday night we gather here unless there's some unusual event, which we will let you know. But we gather here to give you new news. This is good for a new person. It's good for anyone to catch up with what's the latest thing that's going on, including the weekly calendar. And you'll find these recordings. Generally, I do put them over in Telegram, but they're also going to be found at Trello. Our communications are good. We have the Trello groups for our team, Aslan Phoenix Rising team and the Aslan Business Partners. We have Trello where we have information, including resources. We have webinars twice a week at this time for the summer schedule, Tuesdays and Thursdays. And then of course our flying lessons. And we have the Work It Out. And this is where anyone can show up to get a question answered or to get some help that they have or to get clarity, whatever it is. And you'll see on the calendar that we actually have those 3 times a week. So that's a good opportunity for people to get their questions answered is at the Work It Outs. And that's a one-on-one. And there's also privacy rooms. So remember that. Someone needs to have a private meeting with one of the leaders or someone that's helping them. They can go off into a breakout room, I guess they're called, and get help. Keep in touch with your sponsor, whoever your sponsor is. Keep in touch with your sponsor. Check in. Make sure they know that you're interested in what's going on and that you want to know, and let them know things that you know too, what you're doing and what your team's doing. And an email for Aslan for us for getting any information that you can't seem to get elsewhere would be info@aslan.com. We do have some changes in our calendar this week, and the change starts tomorrow. Tomorrow will be the live webinar. Usually it's Thursday, but tomorrow will be the live webinar with Shelley Barnaby, our Chief Operating Officer, and she is going to be making an announcement. And this announcement is, you've seen me in the last couple of weeks. I said there's a big end of the summer event coming, big event coming, right? Well, there's going to be incentives announced for that event, and you will hear about them tomorrow. And I've heard a hint, there's going to be numerous prizes. They're going to be action type prizes. So for something that gets done, the prizes are involved. And for the top prizes, you'll need to be in attendance at the event. And I'll be talking more about the event soon. But the first announcement for these incentives around our big event at the end of August is being announced at the live webinar with Shelley Barnaby tomorrow night. And then it's followed by a Work It Out. Wednesday remains the same. We have a Work It Out at 2 p.m. Central Time. People can show up to get their questions answered. And then we have 2 hours Wednesday night from 7 to 9 p.m. Central. Also, people can show up to get help or just to touch base if that's what you want to do. Let everyone know that you're still in the game. Thursday will be a recorded webinar. It will be Tuesday's webinar. And then again, it's followed by a Work It Out. Now, we were having book club and masterminds generally on Friday. Those are done for the summer, and mastermind is done. It's done, that completed. However, the book club will meet again, but they're taking a 90-day break to apply some of the different things that they learned during the weeks that they had The Slight Edge by Jeff Olson. And everyone got their call to action on that. And so there's a 90-day break going on, and then everyone will reconvene and talk about how they were able to apply what they learned in that wonderful book, and also to decide on what the next one is. So for the summer, for the rest of the summer, no book club, and Mastermind is finished. May get picked up later. Again, we'll see. So we know what's new. We've got our Aslan Opportunities. This is both for customer and business partner. At the aslan.com website, this is still a temporary site. The more robust real site is being worked on, but there is some general information there, and there is access to contracts for customers that you can print off and fill out for customers that you have either for precious metals, technology metals, or rare earths. Aslan.net is doing a great job. That is the platform for our accelerated performance platform. We've already had the first bonus payout there, and we've already had the first referrals paid out there. If you haven't checked your email today or yesterday, you might want to check that. You'll see where you got referrals were paid out. If you were in before the 23rd of June, that is, okay, because it was paid up until then. The pool is still open at TMN for people to be able to move funds that they had in the pool there, and they can do it in any one of three ways, and we'll talk about that in a moment. We're just about there for the Aslan Business Partner onboarding. And as you know, this is going to be an online training. It's going to be available on demand 24/7. It's for orientation, it's for training, it's for success strategies, and there's various levels too. So there's a first in level for someone that's brand new to get enough overview so that they can get right to work. And then there's more in-depth as people want it, and for different things too. Some people are going to have more interest perhaps in the precious metals, or maybe just gold, or maybe just platinum. I mean, who knows? And other people may be only interested in the rare earths and the futures for that. So the training is going to be geared toward people being able to learn in depth what they're interested in. Our pre-sale 10% bonus has been paid out. That was placed on your dashboards, right? Everybody look for that. It was added to the TMN that you purchased. So during the pre-sale, anyone that purchased, that acquired any TMN tokens, received a 10% bonus. So if you acquired 50,000, then you got a 5,000 token bonus. Okay, so that's how that works. So it's pretty exciting. And we do have a big end of the summer event. I'm going to tell you about that right now. It is August 27th through August 29th. There is an early bird registration, and it's probably not there yet, but very soon there's going to be a link at aslan.com that you'll be able to click through and get your early registration in. This is going to be terrific. The incentives are to help you get yourself there and the team there, the incentives that will be announced tomorrow night on the live webinar, starting at 7 p.m. Central Time. You'll hear about those incentives, but there's going to be a meet and greet, and it's followed by Saturday night event with speakers and hors d'oeuvres, and we know there is a little spelling thing there, but couldn't get at it to change it. Saturday night, there's also an after party and cash bar, and then business sessions on Sunday from 10 to 2. Friday night is good because it gives you a chance to get there during the day, so you can travel Friday during the day, and Sunday having it leave at 2 and end at 2 is also good. That allows you to get home for Sunday night. For those people that matters to, you'll be able to travel during the day Friday and then come home Sunday night if you want to. So that will work out well for you. It will be $99, only $99 for all of this training. But there is an early bird at $49, and that's going to go through August 1st. So I'm sure this is going to be announced. It will be announced next week. Maybe Shelley Barnaby will announce it tomorrow, but there will be a link at aslan.com where you'll be able to click through and register right there. So this is something you want to start sending out to your team. I'll see if I can get this flyer in the Telegram group. You want to get people to start thinking about it. It always surprised me, people that showed up for events. Lots of times it was people who never showed up for meetings. You know, so different people tap into different areas, but when you can get someone to an event, you know, good things happen for sure. So be planning for this. This is big news. Our opportunities, as you know, are for strategic assets and more. The TMN token and the coin shop are in the last stages of approvals, full approvals throughout the worldwide community for cryptocurrency. So we'll be hearing more about that when that's ready. Our Centric Gold is also upcoming. The accelerated performance platform is doing great. It has been almost a full month now. So those of us that got our bonus payout and our referral bonus paid out for those first, second, and third levels, that really wasn't necessarily for a full month, because as we were coming in, we were already into the month a little bit, because this month is a set month that ends on the 23rd. Okay. So that's how that works. It always ends on the 23rd. It's not a 30-day thing. So when people come in, they're prorated. And of course, we've got customers, and you may be a customer yourself for any of the precious metals and the rare earths and the technology metals that are available. And those, if you need help, see your sponsor or show up for a Work It Out. But the contracts for those are available at aslan.com under resources. Business partner sign up is a little bit of a change in that. We want you to send an email to info@aslan.net, and we want the sponsor to send it. So Christine would send it in for her new business partner, and she would let them know the business partner's name, the business partner's email, and she would state that she, even though you're sending the email, Christine, also state that you are the sponsor, okay, and your email. So we can make sure it's not too hard in the beginning, but we're doing a lot by hand, but it makes it easier if you have it right in the email who the sponsor is, and they will get a DocuSign like we had in the very beginning. A DocuSign will be sent out from Aslan, and you'll get that. So just go ahead and send that on to info@aslan.com, and that will come right to them. That's about it there. The pool is still open for people to be able to do their withdrawals. They have 3 options. They can swap to TMN tokens and receive a 10% bonus for the time they participated. It is all prorated. They can leave in and transfer to a Tether wallet at any of the exchanges that they want. They can just withdraw and then move it off to a Tether wallet. They can do half and half. They can, or not even half and half. They can do percentages if they want to. They could swap for some TMN tokens and still get the 10% bonus on those that they swapped, and get the 2.2%, which is what that pool paid out on the balance, if that's what they want to do. So those options are available. To be able to participate in the accelerated performance platform, you do need Bitcoin. And so what you would do is you would do your withdrawal. It's going to come out in Tether, and then you can move to another exchange and switch it into Tether. And some sponsors are helping with that. So if you run into some trouble or someone on your team needs help, talk to the sponsors, because some of them have wallets set up to be able to help you to do that. Okay. And the instructions to do the withdrawals, whatever you want it to do, is right at the PDF that came in the first email from TMN-Global. And again, don't forget to Work It Out. This is great. We have this wonderful place that we can show up and get help. And so the Work It Outs are there for that. So just to go over the platform, because this is really a very easy way to come into our whole Aslan system, is through this platform. This is a Bitcoin platform. They have a 6-year trading history, a successful 6-year trading history. It pays out up to 3% a month, sometimes with bonuses. There are referral bonuses 3 levels deep. So for your first level, second level, and third level, you do need a minimum of a $500 in Bitcoin deposit. in order to participate in the referral bonuses. However, to just come in and open an account to make a deposit, to be a depositor, it's $50 minimum in Bitcoin. So this is very easy for people to get in, to start to have something in crypto, to start to have something in Bitcoin. And also a lot of people are into holding Bitcoin and wondering, you know, well, what's going on? It goes up and it goes down, but they're holding it. And if you're just holding it, this is a good place to do that. Why? Because you're making more Bitcoin as it sits there. And the very first month it paid out 3%. And levels 1, 2, and 3 referrals have also paid out. And it paid out as of the end of the month on June 23rd. So this is and emails went out for this. So if anyone has any question about it, have them do a little search in their email. If they didn't see it, they should be right there. They'll see that coming. We're still getting a nice bonus of next day activation at the APP, or the Accelerated Performance Platform. So rather than a waiting period of twice a month, you know, you go in and then everybody that goes in between such a date and such a date, like the 7th or whenever, they would all of a sudden they would start accumulating their bonuses. That's not the way it is right now. It is next day, no waiting period. And what's good about that is that remember, this is compounding because this is going into your account. So if it's paying out every day, starting with the next day from when you go in, that means just simply more Bitcoin for you during the bonus periods. So that's a great thing. So our call to actions are: register for the Aslan Founders Team Building Weekend. This is it. We're the founders here. This is the beginning. This is the beginning team. Those of you that took the time to come here and be here in person, and those of you that are watching this recording, and your team members, we are the founders. We're the beginning of this. So we want to be there. There's an early bird discount. It's going to go from the 27th to the 29th. And there will be a link available soon at aslan.com. The next call to action is tomorrow. You want to let your team know. It's going to be the latest information in our presentation. As you know, our presentation is being tweaked still as information comes in. And that is going to be live tomorrow night with Shelley Barnaby. And also the incentives are going to be announced for our Aslan Founders Team Building Weekend at the end of August. So that's going to be good. The pool, make sure that anyone on your team that participated in the T&M pool, you want to just kind of tap in with them, right? Just kind of let them know, either get an email out or a text or give them a call. I had one today, you know, that I had thought he had taken care of it and he hadn't. So you want to just kind of keep your eye on that to help people. Anybody, this is a great time to get registered over at the Accelerated Performance Platform. Remember, they can get in for $50. $50 in Bitcoin they can get in, and they can start earning right away. And, you know, if you said 3%, you know, if you said 3% annually for something in a bank, that would be unusual. It's true though, right? But this is 3% a month. And that turns out to be, you know, like 36% a year. That's a lot. And when we were looking at this before in the pool that we had with TMN, we were quite excited that if it did pay out the 3%, that in 2 years we would be doubling what we were doing. Well, we were working with US dollar amounts there. Here it truly is Bitcoin that we're working with. So we're getting 3% more Bitcoin, 3% more Bitcoin, 3% more Bitcoin, or more. We'll see what happens, and this bonus is available. But the same outcome is there. You're still going to about double the amount of Bitcoin that you started out with this process of what's going in, because you're doubling, you're compounding as you move through it, 36%, and then you start off with that. As long as you don't draw it out, you can draw it out anytime you want, once a month. You have to let them know by the 23rd. So this is a great way to get people started with us. They can start coming to the meetings, they can start seeing the webinars, they can start looking at some of the videos, but this is a great way for them to get started, to get started for us, and they can get started for as little as $50. And then if they decide they want to share it, they can add some more to it to get up to that $500 in Bitcoin amount, so they can also make referrals. right? So that's all open to them. Let's not forget that TMN is taking an August road trip, and we want to be talking to the different team members that we have around the country. Would you like to have TMN? Even if they don't have a big team right there, maybe they only just have their mother and, you know, the next door neighbor, ask them, would you like to host an event in your area? Because what I have been told, now this could change, but I don't think so. I've been told that if they can get a dozen people there between, business partners and guests, that's a big possibility. Okay. Now, if there was only one way up in the top of Washington and they weren't sure they could get 10 there or 12 there, you know, they may have to work with them to help them build it. But we've got the leadership here to do it, and we want to do it. So talk to the different people. Would you like to have an event there? And let's see what we can get going, okay? And just talk to your sponsor, drop a note in Telegram, say, hey, Shelley, who can I talk to? I'd like to have TMN August road trip come by me, okay? So I just want to remind everybody that this event is big news. This should be kind of our main focus right now, get people into the APP, the Accelerated Performance Platform. That's important, get people into that because it opens the door for them and it's very easy to do. And then the event, getting people to the event. We're going to go ahead and stop the recording. And if there's a question or two or three,